You know what, my little pumpkins? I'm feeling dangerous. I want to do a comic which is a little different. For a while, I've succumbed my heart and my belly button into the worlds of Marvel and DC. But upon doing some comic searching for my next video, I saw this comic which I'm about to share with you. And I started wiggling in shock like I'm Austin Butler and Elvis. Now, I'm no Star Wars superfan, okay? I'm not dumb enough to spend $200 on a lightsaber, which in the end is just a glow stick. But I know it's a big deal when the Sith Lord himself, Darth Vader, rejects the dark side in the Darth Vader comic series, which is ironically a Marvel comic, but whatever. So this journey across the cosmos introduces us to Vader and Emperor Palpatine, who are working together to help Vader reclaim his darkness and hatred. And there is only one place he could go to find that hatred. And no, it's not a Super Mario Maker level or Los Angeles or a wedding. He had to go to a place Anakin died, that being Mustafar. Here is where he will be able to find the thing that he's been busting his tushy for a while, that obviously being darkness. And lucky for him, he is in possession of a lightsaber from a Jedi that contains a crystal of light energy. So with all these resources available to him, all Vader has to do is find a place on this planet where the darkness is calling to him the most, like it's a Grammarly ad on YouTube, and once he finds that place, he takes the crystal, bends it to his will, and corrupts it. So that is exactly what this beast, who looks more like a mutated paperclip, actually does. He finds a cave, whips out the crystal, sets it down, and he starts using the Force in an attempt to finally live, breathe, and fart darkness. However, upon corrupting it, there was a mini explosion, and he was blown back. And just like that, he had the ultimate post-nut clarity. He had an epiphany that made him think twice about the darkness. He later takes this gummy vitamin, puts it back into the saber, and goes back to Palpatine, who asks his old chap how the mission was and whether or not he was successful. And surely he had success, but it was in a different context. And this dried up Blackberry did not appreciate his decision. So they start to duel, and there was no way Palpatine was going to let his apprentice be some bogus guardian of the galaxy. He felt more betrayed than me whenever my mom tells my dad that we're not going to have KFC for dinner, and instead we have leftovers. But Vader didn't care what Palpatine thought of his decision, so he killed him and walks away knowing that he made the right call to join the light side where there is hope and happiness and Teletubbies. Moments later, he finds Obi-Wan Kenobi just chilling like a turtle until he hears Vader walking to him and whips out his Master Sword. But Vader was not looking for a tussle, but instead a compromise. And he does something more despicable than Tom Brady actually retiring from the NFL. He kneeled before Obi-Wan, and just like that, the big bad wolf, Darth Vader, came to his senses and realized that the light side is not a possibility. Yeah, it turns out that the crystal that he was using tried to manipulate him and give him a vision of a life that he could have lived if he refused the dark side. But Vader would much rather refuse a NordVPN sponsorship because with the boost of anger he had and seeing even more visions that he easily fought over, he was able to grab the crystal by the punching bag and squeeze all the light out of it. He then visited Palpatine and showed off his nifty saber with the power that he's been looking for all along, like nothing ever changed. And yeah, that's about it. Subscribe and I'll see you later.